You know, oh, that reminds me. So the United States right now are having a strike with their fucking railroads about not getting enough days off. So I'm wondering, the reason why that brought me this up is because I was thinking these guys are getting fucking maybe working 7 days a week and 24 hours a day, but they're getting pretty good fucking money and food. Anyways, I'm a level 1. Files. Okay, another one. Click the red online is irregular city plot with a height of yes, an earthworm. SCP may be safe. Do I want to? Stored in a standard safe deposit box. Objective is a irregular plot with a height of 23 centimeters. Diameter 28 centimeters, but do not be fooled by its appearance. It is an organism, a womb. Yes, an earthworm. SCP-660 may be safely stored in a standard safe deposit box, provided its month remains covered with an inert perspex disc and sealed with tamper-proof tape. Log of test involves human experiments with SCP-660. Lab report 660A. Sample conditions: skin flap harvested from the left thigh of the cadaver of D612. Donor was healthily in all respects prior to death. Sample use: tissue samples left in SCP-660 for 2 months in duration. The result: daily bipulses indicates viability of sample. Cell samples taken from tissue grafts are cultured in vitro, revealing predisposition towards precancerous and calcareous growth. Lab report 66B OB. Sample condition: skin flap harvested from the left thigh of the cadaver of D612. Sample used these samples left in SCP-660 for 2 months. Duration with grafted onto the torso of the D-class personnel was second and third degree burns. The recipient anomaly testing records have no conditions with SCP-660. Results: tissues graft takes without complications. Healing according to usual steps of adherence. Scrum serum inhabitants and reverse culturalization. However, as is common with severe burns cases, the compromised skin barrier led to infection and eventually fatal septic shock. Most mortem biopsy. Okay, biopsy. And analysis indicates skin graft would have returned to full histological structures and functions had the recipient survived. Lab report 660C. Sample condition: live member of musculus house mouse. BALB. Oh shit. BALB. Ah shit. Strains acquired for laboratory tissues by use of SCP redacted. The consciousness of the D61 was implanted into the specimen. D614 was chosen for his demonstration resistance to the negative effects of prolonged isolation and sensory deprivation. Sample: use specimens left in SCP-660 for 2 months duration. Okay, results: usually SCP blank 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 was incapable of restoring D614's consciousness to its original body after removal from SCP-660. A computer interface was developed to facilitate two-way communication with D614. An interview was conducted once D614 was familiarized with the interface. An and excerpt is included below. Dr. Brown, I guess I'll have to take your word for it. And how did that feel? D614, suffocating and stretching. Dr. Brown, could you be more specific? 614, how the hell do you think it felt? Even mice need to grow and move and live. Every part of me was starting strained, but I was stuck. I thought I would explode. Full contents of the interior are classified. An autopsy revealed precautionary growth throughout the mouse's body. Lab report 660D. My god, how much? Okay. 660D. Where'd that go? 660D. Something right. Loss in the traumatic amputation just behind the below elbow. Sample condition: right arm loss and traumatic amputation just beneath the elbow. Sample uses D778 was severely injured in an incident involving SCP redacted. Lost limbs recovered as part of the cleanup operations. Subjects would not have survived immediate reattachment surgery due to other injuries involving severe vascular compromise. Severed extremely preserved in SCP-660 in bid to preserve tissue viability. Right arm successfully reattached to previous owners. Subject reports returning of sensation in the fingers of right hand. Contrary to poor prognosis due to severe tissue avulsions and nerve damage sustained in internal injury, biopsy reveals little to no precancerous cell growth. Transplant ruled of attentive success. D778 has been retained for further observation. Addition, other datum. Human testing with SCP-660 is suspended due to the sudden death of D778 from teratoma with malignant transformation. I've seen fetuses in fetu before, but never have I had one try to grab my probe during the autopsy. Dr. Grayson, approximately 7th 30th of 2012. As of today, SCP-660-1 has been neutralized. SCP-660 no longer exhibits any other form of shapes. It has been classified as safe by the Foundation. Researchers on SCP-6601 will be transferred to the Relinquency Research Institution. Details available to personnel with clearance 4 through 660. Huh, that's a thing. Did I miss anything? Oh. On the Daendom. Oh, this is more stuff. My god. Oh, let's see how this goes out. Can't go anywhere else, so. On the Daendom 1431. There's another page. Okay, the trees were grown on site from saplings obtained from parent plants located in Nara Prefecture, Japan. In 1905, the parents' trees were owned by... Ooh, I need a coffee. Jeez, reading these documents are so difficult. Parents owned by a family of traditional swordsmiths. I shouldn't ate that breakfast burrito. My pussy is not feeling so clusy. The parents there were owned by a family of traditional swordsmiths, claiming to be descendants from a legendary sword maker named Amukano Kuni. They refer to the original tree as Jinko no Kodachi of the Blade Wood Grove. It is from them that the Foundation gained the technologies to cut and work the wood and pells into servable items. What to do? The original trees are still in Japan, owned by the government, and still tends to be by the same family. However, the government has denied all existence of the tree, and any products made from them are kept within the country. On the Addendum 143-2, SCP-143 is to be watered twice every day on a regular basis via a large sprinkler system, unless already watered by local perceptions precipitation local precipitation. Okay, precipitation. Personnel are not allowed to enter the enclosure without level 4 administration clearances, and are advised to not to touch the SCP-143 nor stand beneath them unless wearing proper protective gear. It is important that no one be with the contaminated areas when SCP-143 begins to shed. However, after the shedding has concluded, the collection of the fallen petals for testing purposes has been authorized by the project director. See SCP-143 testing log. Document 143-A. We lost 3 staffs to 143 today. They were collecting petals dropped by the trees the previous day when I suddenly gust picked up, shaking a good deal of the petals from the trees and blowing them around. Stayed that windy for the whole day. I'd send a cleanup crew, but it's still pretty windy and the odd petals is still falling. We'll have to pick up the remains when the wind dies down in a couple of days. SCP-143 testing logs. Approximately 143 D0 hardness test 5000 HP under a Bernilian's Brinell scale. Approximately 143 D1 withstanding temperatures of up to 1800 Celsius. Approximately 143 D2, the weight to strengthen ratio surpasses even that of titanium, being some 15% lighter than aluminum. Both are notoriously difficult to work due to their properties. Approximately 143 D11, but under the temperatures upwards of 1500 Celsius. Separate pieces are capable of being fused together. So are they using these things as a sword? That's so weird. My god. I'm gonna hate myself after this. You know what? Okay, continue on reading. I love these stories. Okay, log of item vended during testing phase 6. 800 yen entered for each item. Item being dispensed every 2 minutes. SCP-261 is attached to power. Note, SCP-261 safety regulations stipulates that SCP-261 may be used a maximum of 10 times per 24-hour periods, with no transaction value exceeding the equivalence of 500 Japanese yen. However, in view of the necessity of the experiment, the Foundation has approved Dr. request to use SCP-261 at high frequencies. Coke Zero, a can of Diet Coke packaging in English. Cheetos, a small bag of Cheetos snack food, packaged in English. Black, a single pack of caffeinated chewing gum, packaged in Japanese. Yan Yan, a single Yan Yan cone with peach dipping frostings, packaged in Japanese. The Meijing Seika Company does not produce this flavor. Pepsi Dragon Twist, a can of Pepsi Cola with a trace of fruit flavor, packaged in English, flavored ID'd as dragon fruit. PepsiCo does not produce this product. Dark Side Cola, a can with clear plastics size packaging in Japanese liquid. Inside it's clear. When opened, liquid appears to react to the air and changes to dark black over a period of time, several seconds. Wait, and changes to a dark. Wait, reacts to the air and changes to dark black over a period of several seconds. The black color looks like billow smoking and cannot be reversed liquids. Liquids taste described as cola with something spicy in it. The little bakery 7-grain, a small tube the size of a candy bar, with a green button made of aluminum packaging. In English, when top is twisted off, a mass of dough is extruded. Dough contains several enzymes and bacteria that have not yet been ID'd. On contact with air, these cause the dough to rise and bake, killing the microbes. In a process, procedure produces a small, round loaf of bread weighing 250 grams. Taste described as good, but chewy. Holy God. Okay, continue on. Lemon clams, thick plastic baggies with a plastic tube on the side containing water, and 12 clams packaging in Dutch. Following on packaging instructions, the plastic tube was cracked like a glow stick. What? Or act cracked? I don't even know. Liquids in the bag flashed to steam, venting from hole that popped open on the top of the bag, slightly burning one researcher's steaming finished after 38 seconds, after which clams were found to be fully cooked and infused with a mild lemon flavor. On investigation, clam matched no record species. Diet Ghost. My God, this machine is so fucking nice. A can containing an instance of SCP-2107 packaging was in English. Testing done on the instance provided similar results to other containing instances of SCP-2107. This marks the first time SCP-261 has vended another SCP object. Oh my God. Okay, unknown. Small mesh bag filled with small multicolor pyramids packaging in an unknown language. Pyramids found to be very hard and unpleasant tasting compared to chalk in taste and consistency when placed in hot water. Pyramids open to produce strings that quickly dissolve, coloring the water the same shade as the pyramids. Water had no additional same shades as the pyramids. Water had no additional taste, but testing revealed a sharp increase in mineral, carbohydrates, and protein content, with several minerals unidentified at the present time. This content was found to be consistent with the recommended daily intake of nutrition for adults, humans. Researchers ingesting the water reports stomach cramps 2 hours later, but no other effects. Wait, did I just read that again? Oh no, there's another one. Unknown aluminum box with a small glass window on the side and a large round button on top. Packaging in an unknown language. Box is seamless and appears to be filled with small round animals covered in fur, each with 3 small paws and a single large eye. Pressing the button causes the inside of the box to rapidly become superheated. Oh, okay. Becomes super. Okay. Cooking the small animals alive, muffled noises and scratchings were heard for several seconds during the cooking process. After 1 minute, 30 seconds, and the front panel opens and gives access to the new cooked animals. Professor Kane volunteered to eat the animals, with no other researchers willing to do so. Taste described as crunchy and very spicy, with a small hint of beef. Unknown. Tall, thin aluminum can packaged in an unknown language. Opening the can causes a chemical reaction with the liquids inside. The canned liquid was apparently not intended for an oxygenated atmosphere, and detonated violently, causing several injuries and killing 2 researchers. Testing discontinued and an area cleared. Testing area observed to smell like citrus for several days. Dr. Blah 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 concludes it was either food or drinks, nothing else. How awful. Let's call it an end. Alright, what did I miss? What did I miss? I don't think I put this one aside. Oh no, I did. Did I put this one in there? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good to know. This is gonna be insane. Okay, no tasks today. Okay, wow, that's nice of them.